You know, everybody, I think social media has hurt a lot of people's feelings. They got hurt in the fifis. And if you ever want to see somebody melt down and it's like an emotional child, because there's two videos I'm going to play. First of all, it's a short video that's going viral, but then I'm going to play the full context video from Morning Glow. But if you want to see an adult man cry and moan that corporate media, the Associated Press, everything, Axios, listen, corporate media, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Me and my audience are the media now, and all of my fantastic friends. Because this guy, he fits the profile of a weak man who's crying. And he goes on an emotional, profanity laced meltdown about why the mainstream media and corporate media need to be trusted. And yet, all of you don't have what it takes to be a citizen journalist. He's going to talk about how hard his work is, even though corporate media is controlled by institutions that keep us silent. But hey, his name is Jim, or we're going to call him Jim because his feelings hurt. And I blame you because all of you on social media hurt so many people in the mainstream media's feelings. Shame on you all.
Matters. Everything we do is under fire. Elon Musk sits on Twitter every day or X today saying like, we are the media. You are the media. My message to Elon Musk is bullshit. You're not the media.
You're not the media.
You having a blue check mark, a Twitter handle, and 300 words of cleverness doesn't make you a reporter any more than me looking at your head and seeing that you have a brain and telling you I have an awesome set of tools makes me a damn neurosurgeon, right? Like what we do, what journalists do, what you did in Mississippi, what Al Jazeera does in the Middle East. You don't proclaim yourself to be a reporter. Like that's nonsense. Like being a reporter is hard, really hard.
That's what she said. Hard. Where? You're not a journalist. What we do is hard. Real hard.
You have to care. You have to do the hard work. You have to get up every single day and say, I want to get to the closest approximation of the truth without any fear, without any favoritism. You don't do that by popping off on Twitter. You don't do that by having an opinion. You do it by doing the hard work.
Yeah, come on, slow clap, everybody. First of
yeah, woo! Look, there it is. Yeah, he's a big boy. Let's clap for him. Clappity, clappity, clap. Oh, what he does? Yeah, you tell him, AXIOS CEO. You tell him, and Morning Glow's going to be right there, even though your network could be going belly up and might be owned by somebody else. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Hold on. I got to rewind this again. Listen to this. Listen to this little profane lace meltdown.
Any more than me looking at your head and seeing that you have a brain and telling you I have an awesome set of tools makes me a damn neurosurgeon, right? Like what we do, what journalists do, what you did in Mississippi, what Al Jazeera does in the Middle East. You don't proclaim yourself to be a reporter. Like that's nonsense. Like being a reporter is hard, really hard.
Shut up, shut up, shut up. Look at this guy. Look, think about my feelings, guys. You're hurting my feelings. My feelings are hurt. And all of you on social media did this. Tiberius Monk is saying, hey, if this guy ever gets into a rap battle, I swear to God, who's crying now that the mainstream media is going broke? I mean, folks, listen. Lying to the American people is hard. Really, really hard. My feelings. Where? Oh, eat it up, my lovelies. Eat it all up. Rejoice. Rejoice in the meltdown. I mean, I've seen some meltdowns, folks, but this guy, oh, he takes the cake.
You have to care. You have to do the hard work. You have to get up every single day and say, I want to get to the closest approximation of the truth without any fear, without any favoritism. You don't do that by popping off on Twitter. You don't do that by having an opinion. You do it by doing the hard work.
Yeah, come on, slow clap, everybody.
Yeah.
First of all, I've got to say, extraordinary content. It needed to be said.
Yeah.
It continues to need to be said. When all of the garbage is flying around on social media, lying about reporters, lying about the hard work they do, lying about the hard work editors do, lying about everything up and down about not only their alternative set of facts, but alternative set of facts about what people like you do.
Yeah, like what you do. But let's talk about what people like Morning Blow and corporate media does. How many times have these people lied to us or told us that stories that are true are fake? Never forget that it was mainstream media that was in a super fast rush to say that the Hunter Biden laptop story was fake news, or that the Russiagate was fake, like, again, the whole thing, they were promoting Russiagate as real and saying the Hunter Biden laptop story was fake news. But turns out Russiagate was nothing but a conspiracy theory, and that the Hunter Biden laptop story turned out to be true. Yet all of establishment media was caught with their pants down because they were getting cocky because Biden won in 2020 and Trump lost, and everyone thought that Trump was going to go to jail. And of course, now here we are seeing the very same media outlets like CNN and BSDNC hemorrhaging viewers. We're seeing the Associated Press lay off workers, 8% of its work staff. Also, other media agencies no longer buying stories from the Associated Press. And we're seeing Axios CEO have a full-blown panic attack. But also, folks, they're realizing that their time is up. Now, I know that there are a couple people saying, like, hey, maybe we should get ourselves established on other platforms. Now, there is this exodus from X, but I think these alternative sites like Mastodon or Threads, and yes, even Blue Sky, could very well be going under themselves. Now, again, time will tell. Time will tell. But I want everyone to remember that these quote-unquote pundits, I just want to pull this up here as well. MSNBC Morning Joe co-host Mika Brzezinski leaves X after meeting Trump with Joe Scarborough. Oh, Mika, blink twice if you're in danger. MSNBC Morning Joe co-host Mika Brzezinski said she will no longer post on X, complaining she has become a punching bag on the Elon Musk-owned social media platform, and saying she will instead migrate to its more, lefty-friendly rival Blue Sky. That's Twitter of 2017. Oh, I'd become a punching bag. I'm a journalist and my feelings got hurt. Shut up. Being a journalist is hard work. Sometimes it's taking criticism. What, you think my life is nothing but roses and sunshines? I deal with criticism too all the time, every time. But the solid, stoic, noble reporters, pundits at BSDNC and CNN are all leaving X because, they become punching bag. Well, you deserve to be a punching bag. You deserve to be ridiculed. You deserve to be called out. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. And you get no sympathy from me. Don't worry, folks. I got the longer version of Morning Blow and everybody else giving good old Jim a pat on the back. Brzezinski, who has come under fire alongside her husband and co-host, these two married, Joe Scarborough, for meeting with President-elect Donald Trump after previously calling him a fascist and a threat to the republic. Posted what she said would be her final message on her X account over the weekend. Folks, please don't cry. I've decided to leave X, but I love to keep the conversation going, the 57-year-old Brzezinski wrote on Friday. Look at her. Brzezinski said she was trying to think through it, and people were scared, disoriented, fearful of the future, and I think just for a quick moment, I might be a punching bag for that. Join me on Blue Sky. Aww. What did you people do? Did you guys say mean things? You better not say you learned it from Hard Lens Media. Where'd you learn to be so mean? Brzezinski's first post on Blue Sky linked to an interview she granted to the Daily Beast podcast on Friday, which she explained why she and Scarborough trekked down to Mar-a-Lago to bring in the views. I mean, that's why you brought it in there. To meet with Trump, a move that prompted fierce criticism from within MSNBC, and the media world. Well, he's the president. You know what that means now? Now that he's president-elect? You got to interview the president, you morons. Right? Yes? No? Yes? No? Yes? Maybe yes? Yeah. You had to interview the president. The way I look at it is people are really scared. No, they're not. That's one of the reasons we went in there, Brzezinski said. People are really scared about Trump's comments about political adversaries. A lot of people are scared because of what has happened with abortion. The MSNBC morning co-host said she would like to believe we are going to get through this. And I have a lot of questions too, though I want the chance to ask them. Of course, because you got to ask those questions. Genius people. When asked if the meeting made her more hopeful, Brzezinski said, no, I would have no illusions about that. I'm glad it happened. The fact that it happened is good. I'm deeply, deeply upset and fearful for the women of this country. Well, then, gee, maybe the women politicians, looking into you, Nancy AOC, and while she was still alive, Dianne Feinstein, to actually, I don't know, force or actually get Roe v. Wade to be codified, but she didn't do it, did they? They didn't do it. AOC had time to get fake arrested, though. And not just the women of childbearing age, she added, I'm going to be looking for ways to work on this issue. Since Trump trounced Vice President Kamala Harris in the November 5th presidential election, grieving Democrats have abandoned X and the company formerly known as Twitter and flocked to Blue Sky in droves. Yeah, but see, Blue Sky has some problems of its own. But now, folks, the longer version. The longer version. Here is good old Jim on Morning Blow. Brace yourself, folks. It's funny. It's funny because they're all trying to hype each other up. This person right here, the arrows flying around him, wearing this pathetic clothing. I love you, but you're not a serious person, CEO of Axios. You are not a serious person.
Fourth Estate Award by the National Press Club, along with Axios' the great Mike Allen. So congratulations.
That's awesome.
The award recognizes journalists who have made significant contributions to the industry, and you have. Specifically, you and Mikey were awarded for your work that has revolutionized how audiences consume news. And we have some of the remarks you made during your acceptance speech. Let's listen.
I hate this damn debate about we don't need the media. It is not true. Think about what makes this. I love this country. I'm a beneficiary of this country.
Oh my goodness. Watch your language, sir. You're a member of the press. That is not how you accept the reward. That is not how you accept treatment and honor of that prestige. Shame on you for swearing. I've never once had to swear on Hardlands Media. Show me proof that I swear at people. It's all deep fakes and AI. We don't need to. I'm tired of people saying we don't need the media. Where are my feelings? Well, stop lying to me. Cry harder for me, honey child. I want you to cry harder. Cry so hard that it fills up my swimming pool.
From Wisconsin who can come and start two companies, be up here, win an award, sit next to Mikey. I'm a beneficiary of it. But there's something about the country. There's something about it, right? There's something about freedom, capitalism, the animal spirits of democracy. But at the core of that is maybe transparency, maybe a free press, maybe the ability to do your job without worrying to go to jail. Maybe the ability to sit in a war zone and tell people what's actually happening so they're not just looking at distortion matters. It matters profoundly. It's why it's not like we just love getting up at 3 or 4 in the morning, doing this every single day. We do it because we love it. We do it because it matters. The work that we do matters. Everything we do is under fire. Elon Musk sits on Twitter every day or X today saying we are the media. You are the media. My message to Elon Musk is bullshit.
Yeah, by the way, I noticed that too. Animal spirits. Mean like the animal spirits of Fred and Peanut? What about Harambe? They had rights. What about them? I invoke their spirits. By the blessing of Saint Abachan, I invoke the spirit animals of Harambe, the noble gorilla, the spirit of Peanut, the beautiful squirrel, the spirit of Fred the raccoon, the forgotten one. We love you three, and we miss you three. The world has become a bleaker place without you three. Guide us in these dark times.
You're not the media. You having a blue check mark, a Twitter handle, and 300 words of cleverness doesn't make you a reporter any more than me looking at your head and seeing that you have a brain and telling you have an awesome set of tools makes me a damn neurosurgeon, right? Like what we do, what journalists do, what you did in Mississippi, what Al Jazeera does in the Middle East. You don't proclaim yourself to be a reporter. Like, that's nonsense.
Hey, Croaky82, show me proof that I said this is a fucking family-friendly show. It matters. The spirit animals of democracy. Stop it. Elon Musk is always on X. He sounds so jealous.
Like, being a reporter is hard, really hard. You have to care. You have to do the hard work. You have to get up every single day and say, I want to get to the closest approximation of the truth without any fear, without any favoritism. You don't do that by popping off on Twitter. You don't do that by having an opinion. You do it by doing the hard work.
Yeah, come on, so clap, everybody. Whoa. First of all, I've got to say, extraordinary content. It needed to be said.
Yeah.
It continues to need to be said. When all of the garbage is flying around on social media, lying about reporters, lying about the hard work they do, lying about the hard work editors do, lying about everything up and down about not only their alternative set of facts, but alternative set of facts about what people like you do. And I love how you connected reporters in Mississippi in the 1960s to reporters fighting for their life to get the story out in the Middle East today. Jim, it was very powerful.
Really good.
Very powerful.
Oh, God, they're hyping this dude up like a moron. Shut up, shut up, shut up.
Even if even if we had to beep you more than we would if we ran a Dave Chappelle concert,
I
it was
like
still
it.
good.
Jim's mild mannered.
He preached it, though. The cadence, I mean, I might get him ordained.
Well, let me just say, why this is so important right now, more than ever, is because critics of the press are feeling more empowered than ever to lie more than ever. I've had friends for years.
You guys lie all the time. You guys lie all the time. Corporate media, the pot calling the kettle black.
Going, oh, I'm so overwhelmed, Joe, by the news. I don't read the news. I go, oh, where do you get your news then? Epic Times. I go,
Oh, God.
You get your news from a website run by Chinese, by conspiracy theorists in a Chinese.
Wait, what does China have to do with this?
Religious cult. That is where you get the no. Or if social media, people lying every day, every hour, every minute about the news. What you do matters. What the New York Times does matters.
Only pre-approved lies are allowed, says Pam K36. Hey. Stop hurting people's feelings.
What the Wall Street Journal does matters. What Jonathan Lemire does matters. What the Financial Times does matters.
It doesn't matter that you think that it matters. It doesn't matter what you think, Joe Scarborough. My God, look at these people patting themselves on the back.
NBC News and MSNBC reporters do matters.
MSNBC is going broke, Morning Blow. You guys are hemorrhaging viewers. You're sinking like the Titanic, honey child.
It matters.
And it doesn't mean there aren't things that we get wrong. And the reason I guess I was hopped up at that speech was I listened to so many reporters who feel like the industry's going to hell. Nobody trusts them. They're demoralized. And the truth is we don't have time to be demoralized. We don't have time to whine. We have to do our job. Like there is a information war out there, and there's still tens of millions of people that depend on great reporting. And it's our job to make sure we create viable businesses around it and that we really do try to get to the closest approximation of the truth. Maybe do a little bit, maybe be more curious than condescending, maybe a little more fearless than foaming at the mouth.
You guys foam at the mouth and you follow orders from the establishment. Where were you guys at when Julian Assange is behind bars? Where were you all at when Edward Snowden revealed that the NSA is spying on American citizens? Where were you all at when you were supposed to call out the fact that we were lied to? When we were lied to about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq? Where were all y'all at when, of course, the Hunter Biden laptop story was revealed to be a true story? Where were you all at as the censorship got harsher and harsher for independent media? You guys had to bully your way onto social media, corporate media. You guys are a dying brand, and I welcome your destruction.
And I think if we can do those things, I think we can win back people who are skeptical. The entire social media ecosystem, a lot of the things you just mentioned, they feed off of all of us trying to get to the closest approximation of truth. So people just I think they need to calm down. I know there's a lot of your viewers who kind of wish that sometimes everything was just like boom, boom, boom on one side. But we have to bring people facts. We have to bring people clarity and hopefully reported insights so they can ultimately make better decisions and understand a very, very complicated world.
By the way, we've got great viewers. And you know what our viewers are? They're
No, my viewers are better.
Family. We got a family that understands because they've been around. You have a family that follows you that understands because you've been around. The New York Times has a family, Wall Street Journal, these places that have great reporters, right? They don't need to worry about what happens over the next 5 minutes or the next 5 weeks or the next 5 months because you print truth all the time. And like you said, this is what gets me.
And Kevin Hoffman says, you're the reason they'll be unemployed, Kit. Hope you're happy. Folks, am I happy that corporate media is going to go broke and be unemployed? I'm not going to give you a choice. And the answer is yes. It's time to return of somebody who you haven't seen in a while. It's me, Evil Kit. It was my plan all along, liberals and conservatives. It was my plan all along, free people of America, to destroy corporate media. Am I happy that my plan has come to fruition? Yes. And I'll continue getting away with it in your precious little democracy. For I am Evil Kit. Now shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Yes. Yes, I am happy. Am I happy? My smile is proof and evidence enough.
Complicated world.
By the way, we've got great viewers. And you know what our viewers are? They're family. We got a family that understands because they've been around. You have a family that follows you that understands because you've been around. The New York Times has a family, Wall Street Journal, these places that have great reporters, right? They don't need to worry about what happens over the next 5 minutes or the next 5 weeks or the next 5 months because you print truth all the time. And like you said, this is what gets me. If somebody pops off on Twitter or some other social media and they lie, they make mistakes. You know what the cost of that is? Nothing. They do it again. In fact, it helps them because algorithms are rigged. So you stir up shit.
This dude just said algorithms are rigged. Joey, if you don't shut up, of course the algorithm is rigged. I know about it firsthand because I still have people telling me that they're being unsubscribed when they've been longtime viewers of my show. I have people telling me that they can't comment in my videos because the system is saying no to them. I have people saying, hey, I've been a longtime viewer and I'm not being notified when you go live. Hey, Kit, Your videos are being purposely hidden. I'm trying to find your stuff and it's not happening. You're talking about the algorithm being rigged, Joe Scarborough? Of all places, you want to bring that up? You bring that up in my house? You must be dumb, stupid, or dumb, honey child. Because I know about how the algorithm is rigged. All the time, every time. And the audacity of these jagoffs telling people, oh, no, X isn't the media. You're not the media. We're the media. Well, then stop lying to us. Stop kissing the ass of these corporate overlords. There's a reason why people don't trust you anymore, because you lied and you've gotten it wrong. All the wars, the economy, the political corruption, the insider trading, and the fact that our media doesn't even do its job because it's owned by institutions that are purposely there to suppress the truth. What about all the brave whistleblowers who have been silenced and arrested? What about all those who have been speaking truth to power and have been censored? And you're going to talk about an algorithm that's boosting people up? Oh, I didn't get the memo. I'd like to be boosted by the algorithm. I really would. It'd be ever so nice. I know a lot of the people in my sphere would like that. Some people have lost their entire channels because they're speaking truth to power. But oh no. I guess Morning Blow knows better. By the way, when you fold your arms like this, it means you're being defensive. That's body language 101. You're scared. Joey, Mika, blink twice if you're scared.
And you the more you can get people angry, the more followers you get, but also now it's monetized to help you lie.
The more you hate, the more you make.
Yeah, there you go. I like hey, Rev, did you preach for your next weekend?
That'll go viral.
I like that.
I like that.
But Jim, here's the deal that I explained to my friends that go into the gutter and get disinformation. I say, there's no cost for them lying to you. But if Jim VandeHei has a reporter that gets it wrong, well, they're editors. If the New York Times gets something wrong or the Wall Street Journal reporters get something wrong, they're editor after editor after editor after editor, and they check it and they make sure it's right. They make sure it's double and triple sourced, and still sometimes they get it wrong. And so then what happens? They either retract it or most likely they get sued if they don't retract it, right? So there are checks and balances there that you don't find in the gutter when you're on social media just following algorithms that lead you to liars.
And it's easy to take one case of something being biased or one case of something being wrong and saying, therefore, everything the New York Times writes or Axios writes is wrong. And what I tell people is just read the Wall Street Journal or Axios or the Financial Times or the New York Times every day and use your own eyes. Do you feel like they're trying to get to the closest approximation of the truth with every story, and that most of the time, if not almost all of the time, they do? If they do, then you can trust it as a news source. It doesn't mean you can't give yourself time to go get riled up because you have ideological views or other passions. But if you take away truth and you take away reported truth or common facts from the equation, I honestly believe the whole damn American experiment goes under. You might love or hate a free press, but there is a reason that this democracy, this country has thrived in a way that none others have. And I believe and will forever believe that a free press sits at the center of that, and that sometimes reality is reality and facts are facts.
It is.
Yes, these are the people that lie to us all the time, every time. But see, the audacity of these people in corporate media, think that they can get away with it. Think that they can hide, cry, whatever. These are jagoff people. These are jagoff people that need to be called out for their hypocrisy. And yet they're crying about it. Because what? Oh, we are the media. We are the media. We are the media. We're the media. What about our feelings? What about our feelings? I don't have time to think about your feelings. And nobody does. Nobody should, because this is the last desperate attempt of institutions and people who are realizing that the world is changing. It's either you evolve or die out.